It probably comes as no surprise that Santa Barbara County is a great place for agriculture. We can grow everything from strawberries to broccoli to flowers. But what you may not know is that cattle roam more acres throughout the county than all the other fruits, vegetables, and plants combined. Santa Barbara County's rolling hillsides and spacious landscapes are so ingrained in the vision of where we live, it may be easy to take the serene vistas for granted. But imagining our county without them would be a harsh reality. A group that has historically played a role in the look and feel of the region is one you may not expect: the cattle ranching industry.
It provides this amazing scenic backdrop for our county, that the visual resources that we enjoy, the open space views that we have, are due in large part because these ranching families have taken such good care of the land. It's their home, they take great pride in it, and they take very good care of it. We can enjoy it and the views that it provides while they have to do the hard work of managing it.
The hard work of those ranchers has been an integral part of agriculture since cattle were first introduced to California by Spanish explorers.
Cattle ranching grew as the missions were formed and the land grant ranchos were distributed through the Mexican and the Spanish government. And that was the way of life for this area for many years, and their history and heritage is shown throughout the region.
So much of what we think of as the American West really developed in LA County and Santa Barbara County and Monterey way back in the old days when the Spanish and the Chumash vaqueros. It was a coming together of different cultures in a way that created a lot of, I mean, what we now consider the California cowboy really came out of a kind of hybridization of the Indian culture and the Spanish culture and the horse and it really developed here, and it's a great history.
That history is not only part of the county's heritage, it plays a role in Santa Barbara County today.
When you start to learn about the history of some of the early ranching families in Santa Barbara County, they're still here. You talk to these people that are ranching now, they are descendants of those original families that started it. And so for them, it's not just a business or an industry, it's a way of life. It's a family history and a culture that they take a great pride in and enjoy and want to pass on to future generations. And certainly we are also the beneficiaries of that.
All my life I've been real happy with being in the cattle business and in agriculture. It's very meaningful to me. I'm just real proud of my heritage, and my whole ancestors been in agriculture, and I'm trying to carry on the tradition today of farming the land and being a real environmentalist, of taking care of these hills.
Born and raised here my whole life, and it gave me a whole new appreciation of it. What a great little town we have. Between the environment and having your family base here and everything, that's what makes you want to stay and work so hard 7 days a week like we do to make it work, and we're very proud of that.
The fact that we have hills that are still green now, the fact that we get the rain, the fact that Point Conception is just formed the way it is and the storms come in the way they do, that we get the rain that we have the soils that we have that support the grass, that there are good grasses growing here, naturally native and ones that have come in, and that it's such a benign kind of environment. We don't have such freezes in the winter where you can't do anything, or it's covered with snow, and it's mild in the summers. It's a wonderful place to raise cattle.
And throughout Santa Barbara County, there is plenty of space to do that.
Well, if you look at all the acreage in agriculture in Santa Barbara County, about 80% of it is made up of non-irrigated cattle pasture land, over 600,000 acres. Our 2008 figure is about $24 million for the gross returns to the ranchers.
Because of the sheer size of ranch lands in our county, its impacts are seen well beyond the money generated from the sale of cattle. Ranchers actively manage their herds and pasture, which improves the environment and quality of life in Santa Barbara County.
The cattle do protect some of the endangered species because they have kept back the intrusion of a lot of non-native species of grasses and allowed the native species to continue to flourish. It's important, of course, for management of the rangeland, for water issues and fire protection issues that we all benefit from.
If agriculture wasn't here, what would you have? A field of a bunch of weeds, whether it was in the vegetable area or the hills. Another thing the cattle do for Santa Barbara County where they graze, it really lowers our fire hazard. By fall, when we get to Santa Ana conditions, the weather is hot and dry, the cattle pretty much graze the grass down to where the fuels are low. You've got to eliminate that fuel to eliminate fires.
Cattle ranchers, by just managing their herds well, have a positive impact on the environment and on the quality of life for the rest of us. That can be as simple as keeping their land in pasture rather than letting it go to chaparral. It manages the water more. We get more runoff that goes into our reservoirs, so more water is available for us. We don't have the big buildup of brush, so that when there are fires in the area, the fires are a lot easier to contain. They generally keep their lands as they historically have been, so we're not taking out oak trees or those types of things. And many species of endangered species that we have in the area are here because the cattle ranchers are here.
We're always looking for new ways of, preserving the land and making it better.
By exploring our county and looking beyond the rolling hills into why Santa Barbara County looks and feels the way it does, it becomes clear that agriculture plays a vital role. The cattle industry serves not only as a source of income, but is a part of our history, our landscape, and our environment. And for some, it has impacted their life for another important reason: the Santa Barbara County beef that led to the world-famous Santa Maria-style barbecue.
When people come here, not only do they enjoy the views and the amenities and wine tasting and the different attractions that we have, but the food. And so much of that food is grown here locally, including the beef. And so Santa Barbara County is also known for the Santa Maria barbecue and the tri-tip. So I think it's just one more reason why cattle ranching as a part of agriculture in Santa Barbara County means that it's really a treat to be able to buy local and eat local.
For more information about agriculture throughout Santa Barbara County, visit countyofsb.org and click on the Agricultural Commissioners Department. Thanks for watching CSB TV Channel 20, your channel for county news and information.